Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be sharing the latest Bitcoin technical analysis, as well as breaking news just in. Trump names crypto champion Paul Atkins as the next SEC chairman. Also, breaking news, Michael Saylor says, I think Bitcoin will surge to $180,000. Well, send it. Also, breaking news, Virgin Voyages becomes the first cruise line ever to accept Bitcoin. You can now cruise like a crypto king. Also, interestingly enough, they declared martial law in South Korea, and the Bitcoin price to their local currency literally dropped 30%. But the good news, the martial law only lasted 2 hours and everything just got restored. So we'll be discussing what's really going on in South Korea right now and how it affects the crypto market, as well as BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF tops 500,000 Bitcoin holdings, now worth $48 billion. Just the other day, we announced Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy surpassing 400,000 Bitcoin. You already know, fam. Also, U.S. government transferred almost $2 billion worth of Bitcoin seized from Silk Road and Coinbase Prime, as well as Microsoft's Bitcoin dilemma. Ride 5 trillion Bitcoin wave or avoid the risks, according to Michael Saylor. Also, Plan B, creator of the Bitcoin stock-to-flow model, doubles down on his massive Bitcoin price prediction for the cycle peak, which is 1 million. I'm breaking this down for you. I'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. If you're new to the YouTube channel, very important to smash the likes. Go ahead, subscribe, then hit the bell icon, turn on all notifications. And if you're watching on X, very important to hit the repost. It's free to do. It'll help blow up the stream. We'll get more eyeballs. We can orange pill more of the masses and pump the biddy. And with that being shared, today is pod episode 1837. I'm your host, JV. It's December 3rd, 2024. Bitcoin's currently sitting just above 95.5, correcting a little bit, down $600 on the day. And checking out Coin 360, as you can see on your screen, we have XRP correcting after having a 400% gain in the past 30 days. We have ETH in the red, but barely. Tron's the big gainer today, up 40%. BNB up 8%. We do have some impressive gainers, some up, some down. Welcome to crypto, and checking out coinmarketcap.com. The current crypto market cap is 3.46 trillion, so the market cap is still doing its thing. Volume wise is down a bit, 277 billion of volume in the past 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance has been on the decline as well, as some of the alts are stealing the glory. Currently 54.6%. Ether dominance 12.5%, as much of the dominance has been flowing into the lower market cap coins. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers of the past 24 hours, we have RSR. Damn, Gina, up 123% on the day, 171% on the week. Tron, up 40% on the day, 55% on the week. And Jasmy, up 38% on the day. Which alts, if any, are you bullish on for the bull? Holla at your boy. And checking out the crypto bubbles, we get a visual perspective on the daily. Yeah, I'd say, heck, the majority of the market, as far as the alts are concerned, are definitely in the green, but we do have a lot of correctors as well. And zooming out on the monthly, virtually everything crushing. I mean, just look at this. H-bar, that's not a good sign when it's up 666%. Of all the numerology, H-bar, 666. Just calling it as I see, just reading the damn bubbles, but shit. XLM up 471%. Cardano, 259%. Link, big, massive run up, 128%. Algo, 395. XRP, 415. IOTA, 380. Just massive gainers across the board. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Today, we're 76 extreme greed. Yesterday, an 80. Last week, a 79. Last month, an 80. Or 74 in greed. And checking out the time chain calendar, we have 176,885 blocks to the next halving of 2028. And we're currently on block number 873,115. You can currently exchange one fiat monopoly dollar for 1,047 sats. So stack those sats and let's freaking go, yo. So yeah, now for our technical analysis. Astrology for the broskies. Headline reads, Bitcoin Trump trade finished until Bitcoin breaches the key 98,000 resistance. I'll also be pulling up the live charts here in just a bit. The Bitcoin price rejected the 96 level in 4 consecutive attempts before falling to now 94.8 as of December 3rd. Here you're looking at the one-day chart. Bitcoin may not see significant upside momentum until it crosses the 98,000 resistance, according to the crypto trader Mikhail Van de Popp, who shared the following. Bitcoin's still patiently waiting to break 98,000 to get ourselves into the magic wonderland of 100,000 plus. Might take some time. If we do dip, regardless, then my areas stay unchanged. And before the 2024 U.S. election, some analysts said Bitcoin was used as a proxy trade for Trump's election victory. So be it. But the rally lacked the fundamental macroeconomic conditions to result in a new all-time high for the Bitty, which rose to virtually $100,000, like $140 shy on November 22nd, literally 2 weeks after the Trump pump victory. Analysts increasingly see six-figure valuation as a matter of time, 100%. Bitcoin can top 110,000 local top January 2025 based on its correlation with the global macro investors total liquidity index, offering a aggregate view of all the major central bank balance sheets as outlined right here. Based on the TA patterns, Bitcoin can breach 110 after clearing 98 resistance. So right now, all eyes on 98 Gs. Quoting the analyst here, probably gig ascends on a close above 98 towards 110, probably wipes everyone on a dip to 80 Gs if it loses 90,000. Now for the bullish signal family, short-term hodlers stop selling the Bitty, which is a promising sign for the long-term price trajectory, since the short-term hodler selling patterns are decisive for Bitcoin's momentum for the short term. Quoting Sina G, co-founder and chief operating officer of 21st Capital, we were rejected pretty hard from 100 Gs because the short-term hodlers took profits, as evidenced in the SOPR spike. High SOPR equals high profit taking, but they stopped taking a profits. Bitcoin price may also benefit from the $2 trillion of investments in 2025 and may absorb 10% of the newly created money supply, which is expected to rise to 127 trillion due to the U.S. Fed's liquidity concerns. And breaking news here: Trump names crypto champion Paul Atkins as the next SEC chair. That's what's up. Trump chose Paul Atkins, the pro-crypto trailblazer, to lead the SEC. Sorry, Gensler, you're out. Making a massive win for the crypto industry. Atkins, known for his forward-thinking stance on digital assets, promises to deliver clear, innovation-friendly regulations that can finally put the U.S. at the forefront of the global crypto leadership. This bold pick is a clear break from Gensler's enforcement-heavy era, signaling a new chapter for fairer, industry-driven policies. Amen. Trump's move is a game changer for the future of digital finance. The message is clear. Innovation comes first. Gary, you're fired. Now go home and get your shine box, Gary. And Michael Saylor was just on CNBC and said, I think Bitcoin will surge to $180,000. This is roughly a 5-minute interview, and that's the latest from the Giga Chad. And also breaking news, Virgin Voyages becomes the first cruise line ever to accept Bitcoin. Cruise like a crypto king. That's right. They became the first cruise line to embrace Bitcoin. Their $120,000 annual pass. What's that? One Bitty. Offering unlimited luxury travel, premium Wi-Fi, concierge support, and exclusive events. Now it could all be yours with one Bitcoin. Let's go. Richard Branson calls it the game changer, blending luxury travel with cutting-edge innovation. Who needs fiat when you can cruise the seas powered by the Bitty? Pack your bags, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to set sail in the Bitcoin style. That's pretty cool. And checking out some of the live charts, let me switch up the scene to the pump watch scene. Let me check it. This is the 1 month. Let's actually zoom in a lot. Let's go to the 1 hour. Again, live and in the flesh via Coinbase, largest exchange here in the States. We have 105,000 as our target on the 1 hour chart. Zooming out from the 1 hour, go to the 4 hour. I see any targets in play. We do have a bullish pennant formation and also a bull target in the 4 hour. A bullish pennant sitting at $108,000. Zooming out from the 4 hour, we go to the 1 day. The 1 day, obviously you're seeing a corrective candle here for really yesterday as well. Bitcoin flirting again just above 95.5, and zooming out from the daily, we check out the 1 week, which still has the sexy cup and handle target in play at 124,000. My personal thinking is we can likely capture that in December before the end of the year. Cup and handle target in play. Very realistic in my opinion as we continue to go up on our next leg. Let me know your thoughts. Do you agree, disagree? And zooming out from the weekly, we take a quick look at the monthly. Survey says moonish, bullish. Yeah, we had the Moonvember, I think, No, I know it's our highest ever monthly close we just received. Look at that candle in comparison to all the other monthly candle closes. And hopefully December doesn't disappoint and we can continue where we left off in Moonvember. 100 G's. Let's go right to 180. Mikey Saylor's new target. Let me know your thoughts on that. Let's discuss what's going on in South Korea. I woke up to this news. Bitcoin KRW pair dipped 30% as South Korea's president declared martial law. I wonder, was that a way to basically stack cheap biddies? Was that like an inside job? I don't know. Let's talk about it. South Korea President Sun-yuk Yeol, I'm probably butchering the name, so let's just say President Yoon. Fair enough? Declared martial law in a live television announcement, likely contributing to the price of the Bitcoin against the won, dropping roughly 30% of the local exchange Upbit. According to data from Upbit, December 3rd, the Bitcoin won pair dropped from roughly 130 million Korean won to 93 million Korean won. Immediately following the president's announcement, a dip of the 28% before the price returned to more than 126 million won. Yoon said he was declaring martial law in response to threats posed by North Korea's communist forces and to eliminate anti-state elements. Whoa. Pretty wild. I don't really have a lot of insights here. I've never been to Korea, so I'm not going to step out of line and pretend I understand what's going on, but let's read more into this. According to Yoon, this is an unavoidable measure to ensure the freedom and safety of the people and guarantee the sustainability of the nation against the unrest stirred by these subversive anti-state elements. The Korean president cited attempts by the country's Democratic Party to impeach government officials. Democratic Party leader Lee said in a live stream December 3rd, the parliament would attempt to strike down Yoon's order, but expressed concern that the military would arrest members. So lawmakers immediately voted to block Yoon's decree, ultimately reversing the martial law. Amid the president's announcement, South Korean citizens gathered outside government buildings, facing off against members of the military. That's scary. CNN reported shortly after Yoon's address that 190 lawmakers out of the 300 in South Korea's National Assembly voted to block the martial law decree. Quoting them here, the speaker, Woo Won-sik, the president should immediately lift the emergency martial law following the voting by the National Assembly as the world's 13th largest economy. I didn't even know they were that large. South Korea is home to several companies that could be affected by the political instability of the country, including Samsung and SK Group. In addition to Upbit, South Korea, and curious, how many of you have ever used that exchange before? Let me know. South Korea is the headquarters for crypto exchanges BitThumb, Corebit, and CoinOne. Let me know how many of you have ever used them. Lawmakers in South Korea's Democratic Party initially proposed taxing crypto capital gains starting in 2025, but announced December 1st that it was delaying the plan by 2 years. Here's the latest from BlackRock. Unprecedented accumulation here. Their ETF topped 500,000 Bitcoin, and they just started accumulating in January. Worth now $48 billion would it be? That's right. December 2nd's IBIT ETF Bitcoin holdings reached over 500,000, worth $48 billion at the market price. And according to BlackRock, the ETF allows investors to access Bitcoin on the ETP, exchange-traded products, removing the operational tax and the custody complexities of holding the biddy directly. Personally, I always recommend holding and hodling thy biddy, because here's the reality, gentlemen, bigger picture. Nacho keys, nacho cheese. Nacho keys, not your coins. Whoever has possession of the private keys owns the Bitcoin. So you got to keep that in mind as a bigger picture, okay? Just got to throw that out there for those that don't know. BlackRock's IBIT ETF has become the most actively traded spot Bitcoin ETF since its own launch, holding 2.3% of the Bitcoin supply. Damn, Gina. 2.38 in 11 months or 12 months since January 11th. Going on, we're going to hit 12 months December 11th. Wildness, I tell you. Data from the ETF tracker also showed that apart from the GBTC, all the other spot Bitcoin ETFs have positive cumulative inflows as of December 2nd. Data from the ETF tracker reveals consistent inflows across spot Bitcoin ETFs, excluding GBTC. Collectively, Bitcoin held by ETFs is nearing the 1.1 million, almost as much as Satoshi Nakamoto's infamous holdings. They say his wallets collectively have roughly 1.1 million. Now, if I was to speculate, I'd say there's only one human being on the planet that may or may not have as much Bitcoin as Satoshi, and he is the high priest of Bitcoin, Max Kaiser, if I was a betting man. But I digress. IBIT ETF's Bitcoin holdings now exceed those of MicroStrategy, the largest corporate hodler of the Biddy. Bitcoin Treasuries data shows MicroStrategy remains the largest corporate hodler of the Biddy. In a December 2nd filing, MicroStrategy revealed the company had sold 3.7 million shares of the Class A common stock, using almost $1.5 billion in proceeds to purchase an additional 15,400 BTC, which we covered on yesterday's pod. This follows a previous 5.4 billion Bitcoin purchase, bringing its total Bitcoin holdings to 402,100. That's Michael Saylor's company, MicroStrategy, right under BlackRock. But what's mind-boggling is BlackRock achieved more Bitcoin than MicroStrategy, and MicroStrategy started accumulating the Biddy 4 years ago. BlackRock just started this year. It just shows you the power of these institutions. And apart from MicroStrategy, we have crypto miner Marathon Holdings, who recently added more Bitcoin to its hodlings. In a filing December 2nd, the company said it purchased 6,484 Biddies between October 1st and November 30th. The firm bought the coins for $618 million at an average price of 95 Gs per coin, and Bitcoin Treasuries data shows that Marathon Holdings is currently the second largest corporate Bitcoin hodler of the world with 34,794 BTC. So there you go, crypto bros. Let's discuss this 1.9 billion. As the headline reads, U.S. government transfers 1.9 billion Bitcoin seized from Silk Road to Coinbase Prime. And how many of you are currently using Coinbase Prime? Let me know. It's ultimately a monthly membership where if you pay whatever it is, $20, $30 a month, you get like zero fees or something up to maybe $10,000 in transactions. So long story short, if you're using Coinbase a lot to trade, it may make sense to look into the Coinbase Prime, just FYI. Okay, but I digress. Blockchain records showed that the U.S. government moved more than 1.9 billion worth of Bitcoin seized from Silk Road marketplaces into a Prime wallet. According to the data, December 2nd, a wallet tied to the U.S. government transferred 19,800 Bitcoin worth 1.9 billion at the time to the Coinbase Prime deposit address, as you can see on your screen. U.S. authorities seized the Bitcoin in a 2021 investigation of James Zhong, who was later convicted for wire fraud related to the Silk Road marketplace. My understanding is the United States government cannot sell this Bitcoin because 10,000 or more of it belongs to the victims. So the U.S. Justice Department announced in 2022 it had seized more than 50,000 Bitcoin from Zhong at the time, including coins in a wallet on a single board computer that was submerged under blankets and popcorn tin. You can't make this shit up, broskies. The government has since moved many of the Biddy to a different wallet, but it is still held roughly 18 billion worth of the Bitcoin at this time. It's currently unclear if moving the coins was a part of a strategy by the authorities to trade or sell the funds. I think they're just following orders. I don't think this is to be sold. I just think they have to move it for safety into whatever the law is telling them to do. U.S. lawmakers, including Lummis and Trump, have suggested passing legislation to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve in the states. The U.S. Marshal Service, the federal agency responsible for seizing the crypto and other assets involved in criminal action, said in July it would partner with Coinbase Prime, well, there you go, to custody the tokens connected to asset forfeitures. So that's precisely all they're doing. They're not moving it to sell it. They're moving it to follow the orders and to custody the tokens using the Coinbase Prime. So there you go. Coinbase still faces a civil suit filed by the SEC Commission back in June of 2023. Meanwhile, here's the latest developments for the Silk Road case. How many of you have been around since the years of the Silk Road? Let me know. In its heyday, Silk Road Marketplace facilitated millions of dollars worth of transactions with crypto users who were able to purchase illicit items like weapons, drugs, stolen credit card info. We all know Ross Ulbricht, the platform's creator, was sentenced to, I think, 2 lives in prison without the possibility of parole. And that was back in 2015. Since the 2024 election, many in the crypto industry called for Trump to commute Ulbricht's sentence. And in fact, that's precisely what he said. A couple of the promises I recall Trump made at the Nashville event in Tennessee, he said he would free Ross Ulbricht day one. That would mean January 20th when he takes office. He said he would also fire Gary Gensler, and since that announcement, Gensler announced his resignation on January 20th to save face, clearly. And other promises Trump made, he promised to stockpile all the Bitcoin versus selling it. That's a big deal for the United States. Also, creating a strategic reserve of Bitcoin for the U.S. and establishing the United States as the Bitcoin mining hub of the entire world. These were all promises by the Trumpster. So Let's go. Yeah, next story, broskies. Let's discuss Microsoft. This is a big deal around here. And then we'll discuss $1 million price prediction of Plan B doubling down. And then we'll dive into the live Q&A. But when we're done with the 1 million prediction, I'll gift 10 memberships to the channel. My promise to you guys. So here we go. Microsoft's Bitcoin dilemma. Ride 5 trillion Bitcoin wave or avoid the risk. That's right. Next week, December 10th, will mark a key date for Microsoft and the Bitty community because the tech giant shareholders will vote on whether to add Bitcoin to the balance sheet. The results will show whether shareholders are attracted by the current Bitcoin bull market or wish to stick with Microsoft's pragmatic and profitable approach to tech development. On October 24th, before the U.S. presidential election, Microsoft's 14A filing with the U.S. SEC included a section called Assessment of Investing in Bitcoin. The filing says the company should consider diversifying its assets with Bitcoin as an excellent, if not the best, hedge against inflation. Well said there. They already recognize it is the best hedge and only hedge. However, just beneath the proposal in the board recommendation section, Microsoft Board of Directors advised shareholders to vote against it, saying that the company's management has already carefully considered the topic. Nate Holliday, co-founder and CEO of Microsoft-backed Web3 decentralized data firm Space and Time, shared the board's pre-vote statement was clear. They have a sophisticated treasury management function that is returning tremendous returns for their investors. Yeah, whatever. To assess the potential impact of the stock, Microsoft invited the chairman, Mikey Saylor, to make the pitch for adding Bitcoin to the treasury. It was a 44-slide speech. I've shared it on my X account. I shared it live in my stream during our podcast. I think it was a couple of days ago, maybe 2 or 3. But nonetheless, Saylor went all in, claiming Microsoft could add $5 trillion to the current value of about $3 trillion. He argued Microsoft should invest $100 billion annually into Bitcoin. Rookie numbers, but I digress. It makes more sense to buy Bitcoin than to buy back your own stock or whole bonds. I think Michael Saylor makes a good point. Now, Solo Cisse, co-founder and CEO of decentralized social Web3 platform, shared that Saylor may have an effect on Microsoft shareholders at his relentless advocacy, paving the way for BlackRock and the rest of the orange-pilled Wall Street to push Bitcoin nearly past 100 Gs. However, Nick Cohen, CEO of Valorum, told Cointelegraph that influencing Microsoft's board or shareholders would require more than Saylor's endorsement, he said. The decision will likely hinge on internal evaluation of risks, strategy, alignment, lizard folk, and long-term vision rather than external lobbying. Now, while it's debatable whether Saylor's intervention will work, the shareholder vote could be a massive event for the adoption. I think if they were to do that, the other major companies are likely to follow in their footsteps, clearly. I think it's already a done deal, but what do I know? Let me know your thoughts, family. I'm not reading any more of this because it's irrelevant. The bigger picture, Mikey Saylor pitched the shareholders of Microsoft, gave the 44 slides in 3 minutes, did a phenomenal job, and all eyes on the Bitty. We have 7 days. Next Tuesday is the 10th. We'll get the official announcement. Yay or nay? What do you think will happen with Microsoft, family? Let me know. Now for our feature story of the day. Plan B, creator of the Bitcoin stock-to-flow model, doubles down on his massive $1 million Bitcoin price prediction for this cycle peak. And if you watched my podcast yesterday, I gave you my personal bull scenario for the cycle peak in 2025. It's 1.1 million. That's my bull scenario, my first time revealing it. If you missed yesterday's podcast, I'd encourage you to check it out. My base case is 420 for the broskies, of course. And then we have 250 as my bear scenario. Let me know if you guys agree, disagree, and let's get to the latest with Plan B. Welcome everyone to the live stream. Popular quant analyst Plan B is doubling down on his prediction that Bitcoin will surge to an astronomical value in the current bull market cycle. In a new video, he shares with his subs that the stock-to-flow model indicates Bitcoin may soon soar between 250,000 and 1 million, pretty much right in alignment with my prediction, but I'm a little more bullish than Plan B, and I accept that as a badge of honor. His stock-to-flow model, which has traditionally used for traditional commodities before he adopted it to Bitcoin or adapted it, predicts the performance of the asset based on the idea that the price increases as the asset becomes more scarce. Historically, Plan B stock-to-flow model has forecasted the beginning of a strong bull run soon after the halving, when the miners' rewards get chopped in half chop suey. Right now, we have the 2024 halving, he says. I expect the same will happen this time. Obviously, there is a lag between the jump in the model value and the market that has to adjust the prices over time. And of course, there's inertia in the markets. And of course, again, don't look at the exact number. The number after the 2020 halving was 50 Gs, and it turned out to be on average 34,000, which is okay. It's not spot on. It's not precise at all. But if you take a margin of, say, 2 times the model value, $500,000, 2 times is 1 million. And if you divide it by 2, it's $250,000. And that's the area, that's where I expect the average of this 4-year period to end. So there you go. He's virtually predicting he believes it'll be over $500,000 by the end of this cycle and floating somewhere between $250,000 and $1 million. Let me know if you guys agree, disagree. Here's the stock to flow model right here in your face. The analyst notes his stock to flow model is predicting a higher cycle peak for Bitcoin than many of the other analysts' models, quoting them again. And mind you, that is a lot higher than most other models in the space because there's a lot of models that think we will have an even lower bull market than the last one. And that will top out anywhere between 200 to 300,000. So not the average, but the top. And then fall back below 100 Gs again in the later years. Now, let me know if you guys agree, disagree. To watch the actual video Plan B did, check the show notes below the video in the description. And again, welcome y'all to the Q&A segment of the live stream. Let me know if you're as bullish as Plan B or JV. That's my average JV, right on my targets. I dig it, Oracle, and thank you for sharing your bullishness with us as well. The Oracle's calling for 250,000 to 1 million, same as Plan B. But of course, JV had to go over the top. I got to maintain most bullish Bitcoin podcaster. Can't have my own fan members higher than me. It's just not acceptable. But anyways, let's gift some memberships, shall we? You guys ready for some memberships? Make some noise. Let me know. Don't be quiet. We need some reactions here. Please. There's a live show. There's a reason we're live. It's for the interaction. I live for you guys. Tell me something. Please. Otherwise, I got to speak to Nipsey and channel. All right, let's give away some memberships. Give me a second to do it. I have it opened up right now. We're about to gift 5 at a time. You can gift up to 5 at a time. We're going to gift 5 memberships and then 5 more for a total of 10. You guys can gift memberships too if you guys wanted to. If you want to pay it forward. I like to do that every month. So here we go. Membership gifting. You'll notice it in the chat. I can gift 5 right now. Let's do it. I just hit the button. It should be congratulating everyone here. I'll read you the results. All right. Congratulations to Brandon Williams. You've been hooked up with the MicroStrategy membership of the channel. David Nelson. Congratulations, broski. You've just been given a MicroStrategy membership of the channel. It's Remy No Limit. Congratulations, broskis. You've just been gifted a MicroStrategy membership of the channel. And, of course, Jijex and Just Tizzard. You've all been hooked up. Well done. Congratulations, all the new members of the channel. Welcome. Bada boom, bada bing. And here we go. Chandy. Talk about paying it forward. She just gifted a membership. I love it. Thank you, Chandy. Congratulations, Dave Jensen. You've just been hooked up with a MicroStrategy membership of the channel. So it looks like 11, my magic number. 11 of you guys get to be gifted today. So there's 6 memberships gifted. I'm about to give away another 5. Here we go. You guys ready? Again, one last call. If you're on X, I mean, we got like 1,200 people on X. If you're on X and not on the tube, please come visit cryptonewsalerts.net, direct YouTube channel. You'll see the live stream. Just pop on the stream and you'll have an opportunity to win a free membership. You don't got to do nothing. Just show up. Just go to cryptonewsalerts.net. Please subscribe to the channel if you can. I appreciate it. So here we are. We're about to gift another 5 memberships after I take another sip of the Spindrift. Let's go as we continue to pump. I think the guy Trump nominated will be huge, says Diego. Same thing with the new Secretary of Treasury. Yeah, it's good news. Janet Yellen, adios. Kamala, adios. Gensler, go home, get your shine box. You're absolutely fired. Brandon Joe Williams, cucumber, what does that mean? Alan David, well done, guys. Congratulations. I'm going to give away 5 more, so we get a total of 11 memberships gifted today. Here we go. 5 more being gifted right now. Good luck, family. Here we are. Next 5 contestants to win a MicroStrategy membership of the channel. We got Wacky B. Congratulations, broski. We got to the Crypto Dad, the best dad on the planet. You deserve it. Billowette DC. Congratulations. Guy Sardina. Well done. You're a member of the channel. And shout out Dub Proof. Let's go. And how these free memberships work when they're gifted to you, it's ultimately free for 30 days. And after 30 days, they don't continue to be paid on your behalf. You get 30 days for free. It's a gift. And then it's up to you to renew it if you find value here on the stream. If you ain't find value on the stream, so be it. Fairground, let's go. Can't wait for 100K. Let's go. And again, congratulations, everyone. You guys are awesome. And here we go. The Oracle just gifted a membership. Magic 12. 12 memberships gifted on today's stream. Congratulations, Al Bartos. You've just been hooked up. Well done, broski. We got a lot of new members. I'm going to hit the gong. Welcome all the new members to the channel. Much appreciated.